This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. We are the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's podcast day. My name is Eddie Lyon, aka Latino Ra's al Ghul. With me, as always, is Cole Simper.
Dual Soft Edge. For $200, I'm trying to finish.
I see what you did there. Derek Reese.
You can call me Fish Lips McGee.
Ew. And Angela Wooden.
I don't like doing this because I never have something funny to say.
Nick couldn't be here with us today. He has what's called the employment mud butt. He's at work. He's at work. He can't come.
Fucking capitalism.
And we are the Nerd Corporation. Welcome to episode 170. Oh yeah, one of them. Someone forgot to do their homework.
It was me. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler.
It was me.
It was Derek. We were going to do an episode on the Jamie Foxx movie Day Shift, but
Which was my idea.
yeah, which was Derek's pick, but
And then I didn't. I had so many life things got in the way.
excuses. That's all I'm hearing. Is excuses.
All of the life things.
That's all I'm hearing. But we're just gonna shoot the shit, talk about what we're playing. You know how these go. So first, let's get on with the nerd news. The 14th Doctor has been announced, and it is the 10th Doctor. We got I haven't been following, so I haven't been following since like Capaldi.
Oh, okay.
So
you've basically just, did you finish Capaldi or?
I got through the first Capaldi season.
I mean, the later Capaldi seasons are definitely better than the first in terms of writing.
Because I was not engaged with those.
Yeah. I mean, they're still, like, he got kind of fucked. Like, his seasons aren't, the writing just really isn't there. But the second season of his was a lot better than the first.
Right. And so I saw, I was on TikTok, actually. And so I'm watching Jodie Whittaker regenerate so for those that don't know, when they change the Doctor, they make the Doctor go through a process called regeneration, right? And so the Doctor goes through this crazy spectacle of a change, and that's how they continue the seasons, the newer seasons, with a brand new actor playing the Doctor. So I was watching a TikTok, and it's Jodie Whittaker's Doctor exiting the TARDIS, beginning her regeneration, and in the background, it's Eminem. It's that one song by Eminem that starts off, "Guess who's back?"
Yeah.
Back again, and in big words says he's back, and I'm just like, what the fuck, right? And to my knowledge, this is the first time a Doctor has ever returned.
Like as a new regeneration, I mean, they've had like multiple Doctors on there before, at the same time interacting with each other, like during big specials and things like that. But yeah, in terms of the Doctor regenerating as one of the Doctor's previous incarnations, no.
And also, I think it's the first time that a Doctor's ever landed the TARDIS and exited for in a just random open space for regeneration.
Usually regeneration is just a thing that happens when the Doctor dies. Like that's why the regeneration kicks off. Like that's what causes it. So for the Doctor to just walk out and be like, "Well, I'm going to regenerate now." Like that was fucking crazy.
Yeah. And so she begins this crazy, wild spectacle of a regeneration, which was the coolest regeneration I think has been.
I mean, it's definitely in terms of the effects were a lot more crisp and just really on point.
It was just sun flares, like exiting sleeves and, the tops of shirts. And when the new Doctor materializes, it is none other than David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, coming back to reprise his role.
Which is crazy too, because
Is he the guy? Is he the guy like the famous Doctor Who guy?
well,
There's a couple I
there-
know,
yeah.
but
He's Purple Man in Jessica Jones.
Yeah, he was in and then he was the Minister of Magic's son,
what's his name again?
Barty Crouch Jr.
David Tennant.
on Harry Potter. I almost said Porter. Harry Porter,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's a fantastic actor.
So welcomed.
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome back.
Absolutely. And I think this is, I assume this is kind of something they're trying to do. We've got a new showrunner. I mean, not new, like he used to be the showrunner and then they switched it to a different guy, but he's back, the old showrunner, and he was somebody that people really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And in the interim, with some of the writing issues, and then of course the MGTOWs getting all upset about, the Doctor being a woman.
Yeah. The MGTOW.
Like I'm sure viewership's down, and so what better way to bring it back up than to bring back one of the most beloved Doctors of the current, the new Who generation, which is crazy too, though, because we already received the announcement of who the 14th Doctor would be.
So I was reading somewhere, and I can't remember the name of the villain, but he's able to just create anything. Like he just creates random realities and does with them what he pleases.
Like you're not talking about the Master, right?
No. It's somebody else. I can't remember what it was.
A Doctor Who villain?
Yeah, it had something to do with like Toy Maker or something like that. I could be completely wrong, but apparently like that's what David Tennant's return will be. Like it's going to be a brief return because that reality altering villain is fucking with the regeneration.
Gotcha. Well, and that's the thing too. When he regenerates, David Tennant is just like, what?
I know these.
What?
I know these teeth. Like,
yeah, you can see like in his face and his mannerisms that like this isn't supposed to happen.
Yeah,
like this is not, something's wrong.
Also, on this same topic, the villain for season 14 is Neil Patrick Harris.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's fucking sick.
It's gonna be a big season. I have a picture of who he's going to be.
That's cool.
So he's
Nice.
So the showrunner, and if let me double check, because
Russell T Davies, right?
I was gonna say because it was Chibnall, and I think that's the one that everybody disliked.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It went back to Russell. Russell T Davies came out, and after everybody saw this, they were like, whoa, wait, just hold on one fucking second here. Because it's the person who they announced as the 14th Doctor, Nkuti Gatwa.
Thanks for the Minority Report.
I assume that's the pronunciation. We'll just roll with that until told otherwise. He was the one who was announced originally as the 14th Doctor. So with everybody freaking out, going, hold the fuck on a second, I thought this other guy was going to be the new Doctor. Russell Davies came out and said, oh yeah, no, he'll be the next, he'll be coming. So it does, even Davies made it sound like this is just a temporary thing. There are going to be a lot of twists and turns before we get there. So
I would love to see him just regenerate into different Doctors.
Oh yeah, no, and I kind of, that's kind of the feeling I get, that we might have a couple, not just Tennant, but have a couple of different ones come back. Which it would be so fucking cool if we got back 9. I don't think we will.
Chris Eccleston?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be.
I mean, he has so much vitriol for the people who run the show and everything that I don't think that would ever happen.
yeah,
but,
I don't think so either.
Matt Smith was who I was thinking about.
Oh yeah.
When I think of Doctor Who, I think of Matt Smith because when I first found out about Doctor Who, he was the Doctor, and so he was like all over the posters and all over the shit. And I don't know the first fucking thing about.
So
Doctor
Matt
Who,
Smith was right after David Tennant, which I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Matt Smith. I think he's great.
He's got a funny looking head.
I don't even care. I don't even care about that. He's such a fun-loving, goofy person.
Yeah.
And he did great, like,
Absolutely.
but the thing that I love about David Tennant is he can be just as goofy, he can be just as fun, but man, does that dude have some fucking gravitas when he's angry.
Oh
Really?
yeah, dude. Like the moments where Doctor Who gets serious.
Like, it's scary, man. Like, it makes you tingle. Like,
Really?
he is so fucking good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing some catching up and watching some Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start on the second Capaldi season just so that I can.
Yeah, because he's got 3 total seasons.
So I don't have to slog through the first one because I tried
Yeah.
watching the first one like 3 times and I'm just like I can't get past him. Like I just can't get past him in that. But if and that's what I hear. Like I hear that the later Capaldi seasons are the better ones. But I'm definitely gonna catch up so that I can see all this unfold.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I really liked Jodie Whittaker's seasons, but like the main criticism that I have for her,
She's a woman. No.
yeah, she doesn't have a penis. Right off the bat, when we're meeting Jodie Whittaker's doctor, it's a little bit overwhelming because we meet her and then we meet this cavalcade of companions that she has. So she's got this older guy and his wife and their kid,
Jesus.
and this girl and her whose best friend is like the son of these people. So there's like 5 or so companions right off the bat that we're meeting at the same time as meeting Jodie Whittaker. None of these characters are characters we've met before.
Oh God.
So we're just thrown this entire cast of characters right off the bat, and I was like, "All right, calm the fuck down."
Let's
Because yeah,
pace this out
when you're
real
meeting
quick.
the doctor, you want to like get to know the doctor,
right,
know? Like,
exactly.
yeah, so it was a little overwhelming, but other than that, it was fine.
So yeah, watch Doctor Who. See what you think. The fact that Neil Patrick Harris is the villain for this has got me like
Oh yeah,
rock hard.
oh yeah.
Like I'm I'm gonna put my Whovian hat on and get back into it. But yeah, sad news out of Hollywood. Leslie Jordan has passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, today. As of this recording.
Noted for Will and Grace. Jason Goes to Hell. The Help.
Also,
recently.
for the newer people, it's the "Oh dear Lord, I'm about to bust" guy.
Yeah. So
I mean, and let alone all the classic shit that he was in.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, he was in Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story, Perfect Strangers, Coach, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Murphy Brown, Annie McGuire, like just like a lot of like really classic 80s TV shows, and in the 90s, like we said, Will and Grace,
Murphy Brown,
Murphy
90s.
Brown,
I watched the shit out of Murphy Brown, I'm not gonna lie.
The Pretender, Dharma and Greg, Ellen, Pacific Blue. Like, this guy has been, you know, a part of cinema and TV pop culture for a long time.
How old was he?
I don't know.
And natural causes, I'm gonna guess.
I mean, he was definitely up there in age.
He's an older dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 67.
That's not as old as I would think.
I kind of
though.
thought he was older. I thought he was like in his 70s.
Born 1955.
I guess. I mean, he is an actor. He probably did a lot of blow in the 80s, right?
Right.
You know, like...
Oh, yeah.
So, condolences to friends and family. The Nerd Corp acknowledges you.
Did you know that...
God's sake.
Do you know how... You know how Norm Macdonald died, right?
No.
Laying down?
Actually, yes. Leukemia.
Oh, okay.
He didn't tell anybody.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, he told nobody. He just fucking died
Just took it.
of leukemia.
That's
and
wild.
no one knew until he was dead.
Jesus.
Damn. Rest in peace to a real one.
On a lighter personal note, Derek has a PS5.
Yeah.
Thank God. No, really, thank God, because now you can see how fucking frustrating it is that we're still making games for the PS4.
Oh boy, don't I know it. Oh boy.
So do you want to talk about this now? Because this is a pretty big piece of news, and we can still obviously do What You Playin and all that, but I would love to just have like a dedicated portion of time for you to just rip this game's ass. Because I am hearing a lot of really good stuff. I'm hearing a lot of really bad stuff.
And it's all true.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Heard the story is fucking fantastic.
I've seen a lot of people like, all of you FPS bitches, like, it's fine. I don't know what you're complaining about.
No. I'm not an FPS snob in the slightest. I don't give an unaccompanied fuck about frame rate. But playing Gotham Knights made me kind of an FPS snob. Gotham Knights is probably the best PS4 game out there.
Base launch PS4 game.
Base launch PS4 game that ever existed. There is a beautiful, fucking beautiful game in there. It is in there. There is something in that game that is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come through. It doesn't.
Fuck.
There are times where you are steady 30, and it's fine.
So it has a hard time even maintaining 30.
What?
Dude, that's unacceptable.
I've noticed.
Jesus Christ.
There were a few stutters where I was like, "What in the fuck?" Like, what in the fuck? No, it is frustrating as shit to get just even the smallest stutter, because that's what they are. They're the smallest stutters, but even then, it's 30 FPS running Unreal 4 on a PlayStation 5 in the year of our Lord Kanye West, 2022.
Praise Jesus.
Yay!
So one thing that has completely scared me away from ever even touching this game is the inventory / weapons menu. Can you explain that a little bit? It looks fucking awful.
It is very extensive. So what you do is you'll go around, prevent crimes, right? Like just like the little side missions or whatever that are just scattered about Gotham. And you'll collect materials pretty much after defeating enemies, and you'll use those materials to craft new weapons. Each weapon has its own level, but not only that, it has its own elemental characteristics. So you'll have freeze weapons, you'll have bioelectric weapons, whatnot. So you have to just equip what you want for the mission that you're going for.
It sounds like they're trying to make an MMO.
Well, it's definitely, see, and this is the thing, is that you try not to compare it to Arkham because it is nothing.
Yeah.
It is not an Arkham game. But then there are these elements where you're like, it kind of this is kind of an Arkham style thing, and you get disappointed because it's not like the Arkham thing. It's just like a little offshoot.
So let me hit you with a little something then, because I have a theory here. Okay?
Go on.
So this game was being developed at the same time as a other really popular, really anticipated superhero game. Do you know which one that is?
Which one?
I bet you do.
Marvel's Avengers.
Marvel's Avengers.
It is nothing.
Those inventory systems look exactly like a fucking live service bullshit,
right,
that you see in the Avengers.
Right. And this is one of the points that I had too is that's what I thought, like, when I first started noticing these defects because this is what they are. They're defects.
They're cons.
That's really weird that you put the emphasis on the last half of the word.
It's true. Defects.
That's so very weird for me.
They are defects. And but that is the only similarity to a Marvel's Avengers that this game has.
Okay.
The characters are very fleshed out.
Yeah.
The storyline is immaculate. Seeing the Court of Owls is fucking rad.
Yeah.
Those things are what is keeping me playing this game at the moment. Customization off the fucking wall.
Really?
Like you can they have 15 preset transmog suits that look rad as hell, or you craft your own suit, and you can craft your own cowl, your own gloves, boots, colors. Like the customization in this game, I wish they would have paid attention to everything else in the game that they did to this customization option. Combat is a slog.
Oh no.
Combat is it's Assassin's Creed without the charm.
Oh fucking god.
It's square for light attacks, hold for a heavy. Ranged attacks is triangle, hold for a heavy. And then you get your, R1 plus whatever to do these special moves that cost pretty much like AP points, for lack of a better word.
Gotcha.
Combat, it leaves a lot to be desired.
See, dude, that is probably the worst thing that you could tell me right now.
Well, yeah, that's one of the most important parts.
I mean, even if it was running at 60 frames per second, if the game isn't fun to play, then in the words of Reggie, why bother?
Yeah.
And that is immediately a strike, is the fact that, like, this is the kind of game, a third person fighter action type game with super fluid animations and everything. This is the game that is like prime for 60 frames.
Yeah, I mean, like, that alone to me is worth the L of the week.
That's it's a really big fucking deal. And not only that, but like, you also kind of dropped that bomb the week of release.
Yeah.
You knew what the fuck was going on.
Oh, I know, right?
You knew that was a problem. You knew that this was going to be something, right? So
they were like, by the way,
there's a lot of like bad faith with this game too. Like, it almost just kind of seems like it just kind of got pushed out. I'm definitely not going to play it anytime soon for really almost any price at this point. Maybe if I could get it like $15, I'll check it out. But there's got to be a performance mode too. That's the other thing.
But apart from that, like I said, character progression is fun. Like getting a new level so that I can earn points to get a new ability, gain ability points for new abilities. Because right now I'm doing a Red Hood playthrough. It might be my only playthrough.
Okay, I was going to say, is that what you started on?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I started as Red Hood, and I'm enjoying it because Red Hood's the tank. I love tanky characters. I love, his suits are amazing. His storyline is immaculate.
How's traversal?
Traversal is a little boring.
At first.
At first.
So it seems like it locks behind, like, did you play the Arkham games at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, I played them all.
You know how fluid transportation is in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it's really easy to just like zip line up and
Yeah,
like
totally.
animate like cape fly and glide and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't give you any of that for the first beginning of the game. You have pretty much just a zip line and you're like zip lining. Like it's pretty much like a really clunky version of the R1L1 zip from like Spider-Man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you press the two shoulder buttons and you do that like quick zip to a point. It's
Yeah.
basically, it looks just like that.
And it is.
But just that.
It pretty much is. It's the zip to point launch.
Jesus.
And I don't mind it very much because it allows, like, it gets you there. It gets you to do the thing. You also have the bat cycle. Let me talk to you about the bat cycle.
Please let the bat cycle be good. Is it good?
It looks cool.
Oh, for God's sake!
It looks cool, and
Son of a bitch.
and you can customize it.
Oh, all right.
So it gives you. As far as I've been playing, I'm only like 5-6 hours into the game, but it gives you 2 off the bat. At least it gave me. I don't know. I got the deluxe edition, so I may have gotten an extra bike with it.
Ooh.
Poor bastard.
Which is why I'm like even like still
I
playing.
know.
It.
Like, look, I paid fucking good money.
Like I got to
for
get
this.
my fucking money's worth.
So it seems like this is a fucking really great game for people who absolutely live, breathe, and eat Batman.
Absolutely. If you follow the Batman mythos, especially after New 52, if you love seeing Harley Quinn, the Penguin, Clayface, Ra's al Ghul, the Court of Owls, please give it a shot. I am a massive Batman fan, so that's also keeping me there.
Right.
Not to mention that I'm playing with Weird Sense. Weird Sense actually played the beginning parts and then deleted the game.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Okay. So it does not get the seal of approval from Weird.
Apparently not.
He after he deleted it, he went onto Facebook and said Disney's Dreamlight Valley is better than Gotham Knights. I said what I said. Shout out to Weird Sense.
Ah, damn.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Those are some shots.
And honestly, dude, I might agree with it. I've been playing Dreamlight Valley. We'll talk more about that later. But
Jesus Christ.
no,
Damn.
but see, even through all of that bad shit, the story here shines so much.
Yeah.
Like I really don't want to deter anybody from playing
Right.
this game, but I do have to be, real about it because I championed this game from the moment it was announced.
Well,
Right.
it looked good too. Like I'm on record saying that it looked good. Like,
Right,
the
we saw
first
that gameplay demo.
The first showing didn't look hot, but the second showing looked fucking great. Looked like
And-
they took a lot of shit.
And I still need to. We'll call this my first impression because I'm only into the first act. So
Right.
who knows what's going to happen later?
Yeah.
Who knows what Culture Gaming deemed it an incredible mess. And that's honestly something that I can get behind. Although it's clunky, although you get the frame rate stutters from time to time, although the combat in the beginning is a slog, later on when you get those abilities, when you do start traversing more and you do start to get more of the story, you start to see more of these characters coping with the death of their mentor.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
those things shine through, which is why I said that there is a wonderful game under all of that horse shit. But it's those things are, you can't, like, this isn't a Fallout 76 situation for me. Like
Those flaws are in the structure of the game.
yeah,
Like, it's-
you know what I mean? And I am hoping, like you say, Cole, I am huffing hopium that this game gets better as it progresses. Once I've got all of my abilities and once I'm able to do all these things, it's not looking like it will, but
So it sounds like they make you do it all over again with different characters. So you basically start over from.
So what happens is there is experience share between you and the other 3 knights. What they do make you do all over again is reach what's called knighthood, and that's when you get to unlock your traversal ability. Like Red Hood has this ability where he it's called mystical leap. So he jumps on these green, just like ethereal platforms, because this is after the Joker's killed Red Hood and he's been resurrected from the Lazarus pit. And so he jumps on those little mystical pads or whatever, which does save a fuck ton of time. There are also these fast travel points that Lucius Fox helps you find. But getting to those things is a fucking task. So they're at the point. You're at the points where you have to do those, where you have to like unlock the fast travel point. But in order to unlock the fast travel point, there are these drones patrolling it, and so you have to scan the drones.
But you have to like stop and stare. There's no button prompt or anything. You just have to stop and stare at these fucking drones.
Well, no, you have to get into AR mode and you have to hold it onto these drones. And then from there, you push R3, and Lucius is like, all right, cool. Like,
gameplay.
No, dude. And I like when it's just needing to scan the drones, that's fine. But there are these advanced drones, and these advanced drones, you can't just scan. You have to wait for them to land on a pad to recharge so that you can get close enough to scan it.
So you're just standing there?
You're waiting.
You're just standing there?
Waiting.
Like a jackass?
You don't wait any... I haven't had to wait any longer than like 10, 15 seconds, but those are the longest fucking 10, 15 seconds of my life.
Bro, I thought you were going to say 10 or 15 minutes, and I was about to fall out.
It's just waiting for the animation to get over so you can finally fucking wait for that button prompt.
Jesus Christ.
That is agonizing.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, and back to the bat cycle.
Oh, right.
So I like it, I guess, if I want to get somewhere and see Gotham or whatever, but they might as well have locked that bitch on a track and have it go. It doesn't. It has no like real movement.
What?
It has no like real movement. Like you remember those old like pole position games for the Atari where the environment moves, right?
Yeah.
But the car is pretty much, that's what it feels like.
Oh Jesus.
How to make your vehicles not feel fun 101. Holy fuck. What a bad decision.
That is terrible.
Like even drifting is literally like there's no like leaning, there's no like you know how the bat cycle is. What was the last movie the bat cycle was in?
2, or wasn't it Dark Knight?
Dark Knight, right?
Joker.
And so you know how it would like just kind of like shift and like transform.
Well, yeah, but its fucking wheels were like on a globe type thing where they would like spin in any direction that it would need to go.
But like I'm talking more about like the like transformer like lifelike characteristics of the bike. How like the bike, if you were turning, like this part of the bike would kind of shift and that part of the bike it's honestly like it's just there. It is just there doing the thing. And I'm just like
the pandemic really fucked this game.
It really did, dude. I know it sounds like I'm complaining more about this game than I am praising it, but the parts that I'm praising are just far
few and far between.
Yeah. Like not only are they few and far between, but like they warrant you to give this game a try. Just a try, even.
You're very conflicted. I can see it on your face.
I am so fuck because half of me really wants to hate the fuck out of this game.
Yeah.
And the other half of me is like, but Batman and the Court of Owls and the storyline and the fleshing out.
See,
and
I'm just excited about Clayface.
Clayface, God, Clayface looks so. He has clay minions,
Oh, dope.
so they look like these guys just like robbing people. But when you like go to stop them from doing that, they do like Mr. Fantastic punches
Oh,
and shit.
cool.
Like I'm telling you, and it's sometimes just those little nuances.
Yeah.
There are these like timed events where you start at one point and you have to get to another point. Like you have to traverse to get to another point before the
Right.
time runs out, and you get a cache, right? And these caches are on these like beams most of the time. And when you reach the beam and open the cache, the beam that was on the cache does this hologram, and it's your logo. It's
Oh,
so
nice.
it's like it'll be like the Red Hood or the R for the Robin,
Yeah.
and it just looks so cool. I've taken photos of this place, like of this take
Right.
place. Playing video games was weird. Like I took a photo of us side to side on our bikes and shit. It's cool. Gotham doesn't look as bad as everything is making it look. Gotham actually looks nice, alive. It looks also like crusty and brought down, especially the different boroughs. Like going into the different boroughs of Gotham is such a cool thing to see. Overall, though, this is a 5. This is a 5 out of 10 for me
Really?
so far.
Okay.
So far, 5 out of 10.
Those points are mostly just the story.
Yeah, those, and yeah, that honestly is the only thing holding this game up, because the acting is amazing, the writing is immaculate, and if you're a Batman fan, definitely check it out. But you're gonna have a bad time.
Just no going in.
It's gonna be a labor of love.
It'll definitely be a labor of love. Check it out, though. Even if you have to borrow it from somebody, game share it,
Redbox it.
Redbox it. Even
I'll be borrowing it from you.
I have it on digital, so
Oh,
you won't.
you son of a bitch!
It's the only way me and
Ruining
Weird.
my life.
Oh, real quick, co-op is where this game shines.
Yeah.
Co-op. Even in any of the reviews bashing this game, the only good thing that comes out of those reviews is how great co-op is, and I am here to confirm that. I have so much more fun playing with Weird. Just and even like we've been pretty together the entire time, but it's crazy. Like when I'll mark a crime and we head to that crime, in completely different ways.
Yeah.
So either he'll get there first or I'll get there first, and it's just so cool to see him just like swoop in and just like take down some shit.
Which that was cool when they were showing it off.
And the double T moves are awesome. They're easy to do. Just grab and prompt. Even during like interior missions, if there's like an objective to like a bonus objective to like stay undetected or whatever, there are 2, and I'll be like, all right, you go get this one, I'll get the other one. And it's so cool to have us both go and
Hell
like,
yeah.
take down 2 dudes at the same time. It's fucking rad. So that's another point for this game. But yeah, go check it out if you really are curious. Redbox it even. It's worth it. It really is. I really want this game to somewhat succeed so that they can make a competent sequel. Because I would love to see these characters in something competent.
Yeah, but I mean, shouldn't it struggle for a bit first so that they can make some adjustments, make some fixes,
I hope so.
and then have it succeed?
I hope so. I hope this gets the Fallout 76 No Man's Sky treatment.
Yeah.
I really hope it gets that because it deserves it. Not because, those games suck too. And like the Avengers, this is not the Avengers. This is not anything like that.
Right.
Like it is definitely, it has those same concerns, but like I said, there's a beautiful game in there. Best game for PS4. That's it.
Well, it's one thing that I'm actually kind of jealous of you. That you're so able to play so many games at once, because I do have a belief that you do have to play a bad video game every once in a while to just really kind of solidify those good ones, right?
Yeah.
And not saying that this is a bad one, but like I think it's far, far, far better of a criticism when you're actually able to play it and see the good and the bad and weigh it from there. And taste is subjective, and this is going to mean a lot more to you because you're such a big Batman fan.
Yeah.
So it's good to play games with some shitty elements every once in a while. Really makes the good stuff stand out.
After I'm done with this playthrough, depending on how much of the suffering I've endured, the masochist in me would probably want to platinum this game.
Did you get that platinum for WWE?
I'm getting there. We'll talk about it.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So you're still doing it. Okay.
So while we're still talking about DC, do we want to talk about the shit show that Black Adam has become?
In terms of what?
Just that it's getting really bad reviews.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's getting bad reviews, but like audience reviews are pretty high up there.
Yeah, it's got like a 90-something.
It seems like it's a kind of a...
And I don't know if that's DC dick writers that are like, it was better than BVS at least, so full marks from me, or what the case is. But like the overwhelming response or opinion that I've heard has been, it tries to do too much and not enough at the same time, and it's really like just kind of meh.
Yeah. That's one thing that I did see, is that there was a huge gap between critic and audience scores. Like, it seems like it's kind of like a cult favorite at this point.
I got the after credit scene spoiled for me. That alone has me interested.
Is it really though? Like, I
don't
course.
Don't spoil it for me, but
I won't.
Okay.
I won't. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
I saw it too.
Oh, did you?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That
of fucking course.
Right.
Why not?
Right. But that's what Dwayne
He even
Johnson,
fucking said it too. Like,
yeah. Dwayne Johnson is even like said that he wants to make it that way.
Yeah.
But
I heard that Pierce Brosnan was great. I heard that he did a good job as Dr. Fate.
God, as much as I fucking hate to say it, there's like part of me, kind of like a 10% of my body wants to go see that movie just because it's got The Rock in it.
And that's the pull. That's the pull.
I plan on going to see it once it hits the cheap theater.
Yeah, Cinephore.
Yeah, why not? You know.
Yeah.
I'm with it, dude. Let me know.
By the way, Misty and I are gonna go to Rocky Horror Picture Show
on Halloween
night.
Nice.
So if anybody wants to go,
nice.
To the Utah.
I've always wanted to see a movie there,
dude. It's dope. Because Misty and I went and saw Young Frankenstein there the other night.
I saw the first Harry Potter there before it closed years and years and years ago.
Me too.
Me too. Oh, really? Back when it was like a normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
You know the part where in the very end when he takes the turban off of his head and it shows the scary Volt. I couldn't look. I was too scared.
By the way,
very scary.
You know what's cool about the Utah Theater? They have these, these plastic mugs that you buy, like when you buy a drink. So the first time you get a drink there, it's $8 because you get the mug, and then forever after that, refills are $1.
Nice.
That's dope.
Right? Isn't that fucking sick?
Old timey theaters, man.
I would love to go, but with Halloween being on a Monday this year, I'm like,
Monday schmonday.
Right? So another little piece of nerd news that makes my heart happy is that we are getting pre-patch. As of this recording, we're getting it tomorrow. So the 25th is when Dragonflight pre-patch comes out. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for it. We are going to have old school talent trees. We're going to have this thing called dragon riding, which is a whole other type of flight that you have to like learn. And a friend of mine was on was on the beta or whatever, the fucking whatchamacallit. Why am I blanking on the term?
Beta.
Is it a beta?
I guess.
Beta test, beta flight, beta.
Yeah, no, I guess it's just beta.
Beta mail.
Beta max.
Ain't none of those here.
None. Zero.
But anyway, he was on the beta, and so he was able to mess around with that, and he was like, it'll take you a good like half hour to an hour to like get it down, because it's a whole different thing where like with flight now, all you do is you just hop on your flying mount and go up. But I guess with dragon riding, it's a thing where you have to dive to get speed, and then you go up and dive and get like. So there's a lot of shit to it, and then I'm sure you coast and that kind of.
It's
stuff.
like Batman's glider almost.
Yeah, kind of. But so a little interesting, and I'm sure that I assume anyway that flight style will only be in the new areas that come with Dragonflight, and then normal flight will just be where it is now. Because they always like just build on, you know, what's going on in the current area, and then everything else they just pretty much leave alone. But so I'm super excited for that to get going.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about Konami. Silent Hill.
Oh
Only
boy.
if we can also talk about Resident Evil.
I will definitely talk about that just because of how fucking funny it is that RE4 got shown off in like a big expansive way and people just completely forgot about Silent Hill 2 remake. Just,
Yeah.
Who? Konami who?
Right.
You know? So Konami just dropped an announcement. Hey, we're going to talk about Silent Hill. We got that like a week ago, I think. It was Wednesday when we got the news about what Konami has in store for us. It's not just more pachinko machines and fucking gym towels anymore. It's we got full-blown video games in here, confirming what everybody already knew, but it's kind of sad to see it, you know, in real life. But internal development is completely dead at Konami. They have no teams, no internal teams whatsoever. They are completely outsourcing to other dev teams everywhere, including for the remake of their most prolific game, Silent Hill 2. Came out in 2001. It was a launch game for the PS2. One of the most important video games ever made.
Yeah.
And we gave it to Blooper Team.
God damn it.
I mean, that sounds like a blooper.
God damn it.
So, God.
Okay, how bad can they fuck it up? Though?
So
if it's a direct remake,
there are signs pointing towards some really good things. I would say that. First, the bad. Let's get the bad out of the way, just so we can, get this going. Blooper Team is a relatively new team. They're not super. They're not great with writing, I would say. They kind of fumble the bag when it comes to talking about taboo and kind of tough topics to talk about. More specifically and more recently in their latest game called The Medium, it handles subject matter that's pretty
heavy.
It's heavy and
It's complex.
It requires a lot of nuance to really understand, and it seems like the biggest problem that people have with Blooper Team is that Silent Hill 2 is one of full of hyperbole today, I know, but like it has something to say, but it says it exquisitely, and not a whole lot of people have faith in Blooper Team to pull that off. And a lot of people were like nitpicking the fuck out of the trailer, which I thought it was a great trailer. I thought it looked fucking phenomenal.
It looked good to me too.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. There's little things like there's a lot of storytelling in the environment, in the way that the character acts, in the way that the just little things that I can't really spoil because it kind of ruins Silent Hill 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you like, it's just something that you pick up along the way. And I want to give Blooper Team the benefit of the doubt. I want to give them a chance. I think that they can do it because they get environments and ambiance. I want Blooper Team to win. I want them really to do this because I think that they can. I think that because they get atmosphere down, they get music down. They have a long history already with working with Akira Yamaoka, the Silent Hill composer. Basically, he's like the main guy for Silent Hill. They've already been working with him extensively for like games like The Medium and everything. So I would like to think that they won't fuck it up. And there's a couple of things that are pointing towards, hopefulness, basically. I think his name is Masahiro Ito. It's definitely Ito, but I am butchering the first name. But he's a creature designer for Silent Hill. He's always been. Him and Yamaoka are like the two guys basically for Silent Hill. Like they're the guys that need to be involved if you want us to give a shit about Silent Hill, like a new Silent Hill game. They're both very involved with the remake, which is great. Ito is very vocal on Twitter, and he's also saying like, "Hey, we see what you're saying. We understand. We grasp we know how serious it is. We know that this is a big thing." Also, there's an insider that says that they've been talking to Blooper Team a lot during the development, which apparently is almost done. It seems like we are very close to release. Don't know why there wasn't a release date, but it's smart because, don't ever give a release date unless you're 100% positive you're going to hit that fucking date,
Probably leak anyway.
Project Sakura or Silent Hill F.
Yeah, so this is the newest title, I guess. I'm gonna guess that it's the F stands for 5. It's actually the forte. The F is the forte symbol, so which I guess could mean anything. Doesn't forte mean loud?
Strong.
Yeah, so like kind of maybe there's some weirdness going on there. 1960s Japan looks fucking rad. Don't know anything about the development team, like at all. I know that it's being written by like a prolific horror manga artist, which everyone was super stoked for. I can't speak to anything that he does because I just, it's a name that I've never heard of. But
there's a moment in the trailer where there's a woman covered in spider lilies and like a bunch of other like weird plants. And it reminds me a ton of that scene from Midsommar at the end when, what's her name?
Florence Pugh.
But Florence Pugh's character is wearing the dress of flowers and the crown of flowers and just like it's everywhere. And that got me super hyped for
It's a cool trailer. It's a really cool trailer. They're also making a third movie. This is like exclusively good news for me. I'm such a big fan of that first movie that he's like a real fan. He's like he's the first time in my life that like a director or like a creative artist was like, you know what? I really fuck with the game. I'm going to make a movie, and then like actually fucking did it.
Yeah.
Like so much to the point where he like just straight up used fucking game music in the movie. Silent Hill, the original movie, fucking rocks, and nobody else can tell me anything different. They're bringing that director back for the new movie, and they're basing the narrative around the second game.
Hell yeah.
Knockout. Absolute fucking knockout. Really hard to fuck that up. Hopefully I don't eat my words, because that second Silent Hill movie was a real stinker. But it wasn't Christopher Gans. So I'm really hoping that he knows what the fuck he's doing. And it's Silent Hill too. Like, the people that played that fucking game know that there's so many things about Silent Hill that it's like, it's not really even the narrative. Like, at times it's just the town.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It had its own like charm and.
But
they had another announcement for something from Annapurna, and it showed like some weird footage that we've seen before.
yeah, the project they're talking about is Silent Hill Townfall. Is that what it's called? It's something like that. It looks to be something along the lines of like maybe something like 12 minutes. You know, that game that came out with Willem Dafoe and Daisy Ridley. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they also are doing something with the developers that made Dead by Daylight.
Huh.
Right?
Yes. Something.
Is Dead by Daylight the one, or is it the other one? I can't remember.
Back for Blood?
It's
Friday the 13th.
No, it's the killer game.
Yeah, it's Dead by Daylight.
Is Dead by Daylight the killer game? Yeah. And then Capcom was like, "Oh, us too.
Yeah.
We're over here too."
Hey, let us show you something.
Just showed more fucking footage from the DLC, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
it would have been so cool to see that. Like,
Yeah. Just
like,
fucking.
don't fucking show anymore, man.
It's almost like they just put that together after seeing Konami's thing. They were just like, no.
Yeah, no, that's
1000%.
exactly what it was.
1000 fucking %. That is what happened. Capcom was like, we're gonna show what we've been working on. And to be fair, Resident Evil 4 looks way fucking better than anything that Konami showed.
God,
dude,
give it to me.
Stupid, yucky good. It looks so fucking fun, dude. Like taking everything about it. They gave Leon, they gave him a fucking parry, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him a fighting move, bro. I don't know. It's hard not to be giddy about it because it is just turning out so fucking good. And we got that awesome fucking story trailer with all of the introducing the new characters. We saw the merchant live in the flesh.
Oh my God, he looks so good, dude.
Yeah, we saw a couple of the bad guys, especially Salazar, the little fucking colonial guy.
They gave him a little more age.
Oh yeah, he's got like super puffed up fucking like dead person cheeks. It's just very
jowls
strange.
that are
But they like also gave him like a colonial fucking hairdo, like the wig that fucking the judges used to wear and shit. It's very cool, like a really cool way that they went with designing that character. Most of the characters, like Luis is in here. I fucking love his design. Like everything about it looks so fucking good.
Knockout right out of the park, dude.
That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. But god damn, survival horror is back, bro.
Hell yeah,
in a heavy fucking way.
I'm so excited.
Fucking RE4 remake, Silent Hill 2 remake, couple new Silent Hill games, fucking Callisto Protocol, Dead Space remake, dude.
It's on.
It's like somebody wanted to know.
It's like someone was
somebody fucked around and found out.
It looks like it. If you're listening on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. We want to beat the algorithm and get into as many nerdy ears as possible. Also, we have a Reddit, r/nerdcourt podcast. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Tell us we suck. Just come talk to us. Merch coming to Redbubble soon. If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on Patreon. Patreon.com/nerdcourt podcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to extra content and bonus episodes. If you can't make a monthly contribution, consider supporting us on PayPal. PayPal.me/nerdcourt podcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to do that. So, with that, it's on to a segment of
Whatcha Playin? Whatcha Playin?
Whatcha Playin? This is a segment of the show where we go around the table and talk about the games we're playing and how we feel about them. So, Angela, what you playing?
Not too much, Eddie. Cole and I just finished Madison, we finished the full playthrough. Now we're going back.
We did the collectibles and all that on the first run.
In
so
the
now
hard mode, which is funny because you're not supposed to play it on hard mode, like your first go, because there are no visual cues whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
So I had the guide in front of me to like help with the collectibles, because that's just an annoying thing, you know?
Right.
Wanted to get it out of the way. But if we hadn't had the guide, you would not
No
know.
fucking way, bro.
There's nothing. And there's no like tutorial either.
If
So
you're gonna
it's,
play the game, play it on normal mode, because it's just not worth it. Unless you're gonna do like a guide like what we did. But
yeah. But yeah, we did the hard mode and collectible run, which we also got the complete the game in under 6 hours trophy.
Nice.
But now there's a complete the game in under 2.5 hours.
Holy shit.
And yeah,
totally doable. Absolutely fucking doable.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make that trophy my bitch, dude.
but that game is frightening, and I highly recommend it.
So yeah, kind of a little sleeper
yeah.
hit, especially for $20. I highly recommend PS5 version.
It is on sale currently until the end of the month, I do believe.
Oh, hell yeah.
PT.
Really?
Go into it thinking
Huge
PT.
vibes.
Hell yeah.
Indie studio, Blood Sidious, something like that. I don't know.
Like that.
It's great,
Beautiful,
great
like,
showing.
Really like pretty design and very very scary.
Don't expect a 10 out of 10, but it is definitely worth your time at $20
Hell yeah.
for sure.
But apart from that, I've just very casually been playing Fortnite and Fall Guys. I shelved Cyberpunk and Breath of the Wild pretty quickly after my big hype from Edgerunners and the
Tears
Tears
of
of
the
the
Kingdom.
Kingdom trailer.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but
I did the same thing with Cyberpunk. I played it for like a fraction of the time that you did too. So,
Persona 5 Royal just got released on all platforms again, but now on next gen as well, and I am itching to do another playthrough of that game. So,
Hell yeah.
yep, but that's everything.
Cole, what you playing?
few things.
All right, and moving on.
Odds and ends here and there. Madison, obviously. Not a whole lot. I did play all of Dead Space.
Nice.
Planning an episode around that game. Very, very long coming. I absolutely fucking adore that game.
I've been wanting to talk about Dead Space.
Still not on sale. I check every day and it's still not on sale, which is really fucking weird considering it's October. But still absolutely fucking worth it at $20. But
Hell yeah.
if you can wait and get that game, you're probably gonna get it for less than $10. But
Dope.
played through all of it on the deck. Runs phenomenally. I can't explain this one really without sounding like an idiot, so I'm just going to show it to you. But it was $5. It's called Vampire Survivor, and it has been the #1 played deck game since the launch of the deck.
Really?
Interesting.
Nobody plays anything else except for this fucking game. And I can show you why. It's very addicting. So I was waiting until we were completely done with Madison, because then I'm going to jump into Silent Hill 2. Very excited to play that game again. Angela has never seen anything from that game at all, so it's going to be really fun to see her
Me either.
genuine reaction.
I've just watched the first movie. That's all I've seen.
I haven't even done that.
Really, please. We have it somewhere. I'll let you borrow it.
Okie doke.
Yeah, I
pretty good.
fucking love that movie.
I mean, it's probably streaming somewhere.
I'm sure. Probably Shudder for free.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I'm waiting to do that, but in the meantime, I am replaying the classic 1998 Resident Evil 2.
Wow.
I'm playing it. It's like just pure comfort food, dude.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
And like I have this real laissez-faire attitude with it, where like if I'm so fucking dumb sometimes, because like I play Resident Evil like such a fucking elitist, because I'm like, I want to get that good score at the end of the run, so I'm
Right.
like saving as little as fucking possible and like just being super stupid and
right.
like there's been a few times where like I will lose like an hour and a half of progress and I'll just put it down. I'm just like, you know what?
I'll come back
I'll come back later. But I'm playing the GameCube version. I'm emulating it on the deck. God damn. Beautiful. Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Absolute fucking dream to just have portable Resident Evil 2, my guy. What do you mean, dude? That's the dream.
What do you mean?
I also just bought God of War on PC. So
Ragnarok?
No,
Oh.
not just the OG game.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I played that game.
The top-down one?
Mhm.
Or 2017?
2018.
Or 2018?
Yeah. The Boig one.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. Yeah, I'm like kind of really excited to play it again. I don't really remember anything about that game, and from what it sounds like Ragnarok is going to be like a, shocker, a real Game of the Year contender.
Oh, yeah.
But which is weird because I didn't really have much faith in that sequel.
You didn't. Not at all.
I really don't. I fail to see like how much better you can be. But of course, we will see on the, what is it, the 10th of November, 9th of November, something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Cool.
Eddie, what are you playing?
A few things, of course. I've already gone ad nauseum about Gotham Knights, but I'm playing Gotham Knights. I am playing Disney's Dreamlight Valley.
So you are the only person who I have heard call this a survival game.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, my initial reaction is like The Sims and Animal Crossing.
It pretty much is that, but there are moments where you're completing tasks and you run out of energy, so you need to find food, and then from food you can craft better food, and that'll help your energy more than just eating an apple. You take it to your kitchen and you make, an apple pie or whatever, and then that's the survivor element that I was talking about. When you said Animal Crossing, that made more sense.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, I did not expect that.
Yeah. It makes a lot more sense calling it Animal Crossing, but it is a very fun game. It is a very fun game.
So it's $30. Is it worth that?
It is.
Okay.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. You are somebody that just ends up in Dreamlight Valley. You end up in front of the Dreamlight Castle, the iconic Disney castle. And these things called night thorns have taken over it. And along with those night thorns come a thing called the forgetting. And that's how you have to get everybody back to the valley, is they have to remember that they were once part of Dreamlight Valley. So you go to these different worlds, which are more like standalone levels.
So like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, kind of, but like you don't go anywhere within those levels. There's just like it was the tiniest little sandbox, and you just
like the Animal Crossing islands.
Yeah, exactly, just like that. Yeah, so like one of them's like you go to Remy's kitchen, or you go on a small island that Moana is on, and you try to bring them back. You have to build their houses.
So we're talking new age Disney stuff.
No, like this is. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting to like it this much, and it actually is a very, very fun game. I'm playing Fallout 76. I've returned to the foray of Fallout, but I'm having a blast.
Really?
A lot of the newer things, the pit, going back to see Pittsburgh again was super cool and nostalgic for me. I'm getting a better handle on my build. I was getting my ass handed to me no matter where I was going. And I was thinking about the weapons that I use, because I use a lot of non-automatic weapons, so like the hunting rifle and the combat shotgun and those. So I decided to just kind of build myself around that, and it's doing me a lot more favors. But playing that, I'm still on the platinum hunt with WWE 2K22, which has now gone up to a 0.1% rarity.
Jesus Christ.
So
Beat that, Cole.
Wow.
So now I'm like more determined.
If that's what it takes, you can count me the fuck out. If that's what it takes, man.
I am at 390 matches of 500 matches in my faction.
Getting there.
So I am on the
Getting there.
final leg.
Yeah, you're on the last stretch.
But it's cool because like I noticed another page of lifetime achievements.
Oh, Jesus.
But it was like complete 100 weekly tower matches. Get 200 medals in the proving grounds. So I went to go do those because I was kind of getting tired of the repetitiveness of my faction matches.
Yeah.
Those matches count. They count toward my 500.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
Fuck yeah.
so it kind of like woke me up a little, and then I have to evolve I have to evolve like 4 cards, and in order to evolve those cards, you have to do like certain like objectives, like, you know, do 15 signature moves, or, you know, do 55 reversals or shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's revived a little bit in me to kind of just get that moving.
Revitalize.
You're almost there.
Yeah, I'm almost there, and it's going to be fucking glorious. I'm never going to do this with a WWE game ever again.
Yeah.
Like, I got my money's worth. like I've even like dreamt, like I've even daydreamt, hallucinated, if you will, like me getting that trophy and getting a call from WWE being like, "You platinumed our game, you get to go to WrestleMania," like
For free.
all
No, they're-
expense paid trip,
They're going to be like, would you write for us?
right? Exactly.
You poor son of a bitch. You
I
put yourself
will.
through all of that pain, and we're just saying, hey, we acknowledge you.
We acknowledge you. Acknowledge me.
Vince McMahon wants to smoke a big old fat one with you.
Let's
Vince
go.
McMahon wants to
Stogies?
pay you some hush money.
Please. And everything that entails.
Johnny L touched me here. Apart from that, I know I'm missing one. Oh, Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Nice.
I'm playing Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Hell yeah.
That
Free game of the month.
yeah. That game is so fucking
Is it?
fun, dude.
Wow. All right.
It really, you should get it before it goes
Yeah,
away.
I'll have to.
It is so fucking fun because you get to, like, there are different cars that you can collect along the way. So like when you're playing online, you like see all these people that bought like the DLC ones because they have like Batman, Hot Wheels. And,
Oh, cool.
like you see the Mystery Machine.
Yeah,
It's so fucking cool. And the tracks are so well put together. Like there's one track where you're just in a living room, right? And it all looks so giant, but it's really just you and like it's miniatures. You know what I mean? So everything is, you know, on paper to scale.
That's dope.
But yeah, that's all I'm playing.
So, Derek, since you have no actual PS5 games yet, you should definitely sign up for the middle tier of PlayStation Plus. So I'm sure that you're still paying for the regular one because it wasn't available on PS4. But there's a higher tier that I think replaced the $15 a month one, but you get like basically a huge fucking library of like exclusive games that came to PS5 off of that prescription.
Or do you have that already?
I think I might have that already.
Do you?
I think.
So definitely scour there because they're always adding new shit. Like it's
So they'll actually be tagged with PS5.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like when you like hover over the game, it'll say like PS4, PS3,
Right.
or PS5.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Derek, what you playing?
Well, I am playing a little bit of WoW. I haven't had much time the last week, but yeah, still playing WoW like
Guess
always.
this is growing up.
Yeah, I've got responsibilities.
I don't want responsibilities.
I don't want responsibilities. Yeah, so I'm still playing that as always, but I started messing with the Astros shit.
Astros Playground, hell yeah.
So that's been kind of fun.
That game is such a beautiful love letter to PlayStation.
Yeah, I was fucking around with that last night. Yeah, last night a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. I went ahead and downloaded and started Black Flag.
Nice. We were talking about this at the gas station grabbing our snacks.
Yeah.
That was like, and you told me about how that's like everybody's consensus where Black Flag was pretty much their favorite Assassin's Creed game and just kind of fell off after that. And I mirror those sentiments.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking play this game. So I downloaded it and, got to the point where we get to Cuba.
Oh, okay.
And I did a couple things there, and then I was like, man, I'm fucking wasted for the night. I gotta go to bed. But so yeah, I mean, I just barely started it, obviously, and
right.
But yeah, so that seems pretty cool. Like, obviously, I'm gonna keep deep diving into that.
I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I will. I mean, it was fun just to be steering the ship around and everything.
Dude, once it gets into like boat combat, dude,
Yeah.
it gets intense. Your butthole puckers.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, because they start you off on a little, light combat right there.
Right, just like a little tutorial for the combat, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
That was pretty fun. I was like, holy fuck, what's happening?
Dude, just wait until you're like in there, like on the seas, and you just like run into a motherfucker, bro. Like,
oh damn!
Like you're like, oh, like when, like I don't know about you, but for me, like sometimes like I'll get into it where I'm like moving the controller myself, right? Like so if I want to go left, I'll like lean my hands,
you're, like turning.
Yeah, dude. Like sometimes I'll like be doing that, and I'll be like leaning so hard, like come on, baby. Like lean over for daddy real quick.
That's hilarious.
I got so into that game.
Yeah, so I've been having fun with that, and just really kind of dicking around with my new PS5.
Very nice.
I'm so fucking happy for you.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I don't know why I bought it. Like,
oh, you get to play Astros.
He's been playing it.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention, but
clearly,
yeah. To be able to experience that game for the first time again, oh my gosh, that was like my game of the year. It's such a good game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess that's really kind of all I'm playing at the moment, until I really get going on my PS5, which we're already working on.
Attaboy.
But yeah, so that's basically it.
Hell yeah. Well, with that, that'll conclude our Shoot the Shit episode. We hope you enjoyed it. As always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook, The Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On Twitter and Instagram at Nerdcorp Podcast.
Or you can shoot us an email at nerdcorppodcast@gmail.com.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search The Nerd Corporation and look out for our green Nerd Corp logo.
If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/nerdcorppodcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to extra content and bonus episodes. We'd love to thank our Nerd Corporate backers, Glenn the Simp and Jake Hurst, and our Nerd Financial investors, Kim Nichols and Dallin Gilbert.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dallin. Thank you, Jake.
Board.
Oh.
Board. If you can't make a monthly contribution, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/nerdcorppodcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to do that. So, from all of us here at the Nerd Corporation, we thank you, we love you, and keep it nerdy, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I always feel like you have to, like...